Hello again, and welcome back to my walkthrough series for Dark Souls 2. Picking up where we left off in the last episode here at the Doors of Pharros. Bonfire, the one that we found in the cave shortly after the Mimic chomped me in half and killed me. Took care of that Mimic there. Now we're ready to go through this zone, and this zone is actually optional. You don't have to do Doors of Pharros. You can just go straight onto Brightstone Cove, Sildora, if you want. If you want to do that, go ahead and go back out this cave and go up the path and follow it. But if you do that, you're going to miss out on some stuff. You're going to miss out on some good items, on a boss fight. And it's also a really good place to farm Pharros Lockstones. You can kill these rats over and over, and they have a high chance to drop Pharros Lockstone. So, it's a nice place. This is, obviously you can see the rat shaped rock here, and this is part of the domain of the Rat King. So, let's go ahead and get started. Now, as soon as you walk through here, it's possible that you'll get invaded by a spirit NPC. I think you have to be playing offline for that to happen. I'm playing online right now, so but if you do get invaded, just try to take him out with ranged attacks if you can, because he's going to have dual crossbows. And he's going to be shooting at you, and it's kind of hard to dodge when you're so slow in the water, but if you can throw some lightning bolts or something at him, it might be a little bit easier. So this place has tons of Pharros Lockstones in it, as you'll find out. Hopefully you've been saving them. If you've been watching my videos, I've pretty much saved a lot of them. Let's see how many I have. I have 10. So that's plenty to get through this area. First we're going to use one on the bottom right here. That'll open the bottom section of this door, and that'll be enough for us to walk through. There's a lot of lockstones that we're not going to do in this area because they simply are not necessary if you're just trying to get through the zone. A lot of them are PvP related. They don't really benefit you if you're just playing through the zone, but if you like to PvP and whatnot, then you can set up traps like spikes and you know, axes that fly through the air, stuff like that. So I'm gonna light this torch. This game is kind of dark. It's a lot darker than Dark Souls 1. So I like to set as many torches as I can. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab this item. I don't think you can get randomly invaded here, but I guess it may be so because it is the Rat King domain, so not sure about that. If you work your way to the back of the cave, you'll find this little ramp that'll bring you up to this Gyrm Axe. So grab that, grab the torch, and go ahead and don't waste your lockstones on those two. They just open that door up even more, which is not really necessary. You notice my armor is a little different. Actually, bad timing to show you my armor. These rats can actually make you toxic and it really sucks if that happens. Surprised I didn't get a Pharros Lockstone. I'm using my ring and everything. Anyways, they do toxicate you if they hit you. Really sucks when that happens, so you might want to have an item that can detoxify you ready, or some kind of toxic resistance if you have anything like that. Nothing really back here, I don't think. Just doing a double check because I don't remember everything, as you guys like to point out. So, we're ready to go up the ladder here. Personally, this is not one of my favorite zones. Twisted Barricade spell. Those guys don't look like they're going to advance on me, so let's look at what this spell is. It's a spell deflection spell, if that makes sense. These warriors are pretty timid. They don't really come charging at you unless you get really close. But they have a big hammer, and they like to use it if you threaten them. They have a lot of defense, but at the same time, they are low in health. So as long as you can get a hit off, you're gonna probably kill them pretty easily. Alright, this Lockstone, it's up to you if you want to use it. I'm going to use it because I have a lot of them. And what it'll do is it'll open a door down here, which will lead us to a chest that has a Twinkling Titanite and a Faintstone, which is used for Faintstone. It's to imbue your weapon. I don't remember which one it is, but I like the Twinkling Titanite. Those are hard to find, so, and that'll bring us right back to where we were. Now, this little wall, if you touch the wall, it'll hurt you, but I wouldn't battle him right there because you have a chance of destroying that chest. Instead, try to get him away from the chest so that we can loot it. Oops. Well, at least I didn't get poisoned. The Lockstones by the chest, again, I wouldn't use them. I'm using the official strategy guide, so you can trust me. I'm only going to tell you to use Lockstones that lead to items or something of importance. Most of these are for setting up traps. If that's what you're interested in doing, I'm not going to tell you what every single Lockstone does, but most of them are for traps. Some of them do absolutely nothing, so you gotta be careful. I would look up the wiki guide. It'll tell you which ones do what, or something if you're into PvPing and you want to set up traps here. That's just not me, so not too worried about that kind of stuff. This is also another Pharros Lockstone. This zone is kind of like Grave of Saints in that you can set up all the traps and stuff, but even more so. This place has a lot. Just look around at all the Lockstones. You've never seen so many in one spot. It's amazing. From here, we're gonna swing a right. See, a lot of these messages will help you determine which ones are legit. I love how this new armor looks on me. It's yeah, I forgot to tell you what it is. It's I'm using the Elan Knight helm because it's got low weight and you can upgrade it with regular Titanite and really boost up the armor to be really high, so that's awesome. The dark armor, which it does have kind of a lot of weight, but it looks really cool. So the Jester's gloves I use right now just because they have increased number of souls when you kill something. I like that, but I'm pretty sure they require Twinkling Titanite upgrade, but I could be wrong. So they're not really good for a long-term investment. But I'm just using the Saint's trousers because they only weigh 2, but yet they have pretty decent stats. But unfortunately, they also take Twinkling Titanite and stuff to upgrade, so a little bit limited there. I was able to get my Lightning Bastard Sword all the way max to plus 10, and I've got my Lightning Priest Chime up to plus 6. So still using my Covetous Gold and Silver Serpent Rings plus 1, the Chloranthy Ring plus 1, and the Ring of Blades plus 1. Alright, let's grab this item up here before we continue on our path. One thing I should note, the contraption on the ground, I think it's this one right here. If you open this one, it'll open a little door that'll let you get 15 magic arrows. If you have a lot of Lockstones like I do... Oh, I'm being summoned. Great. If you have a lot of Lockstones, you might want to use it, but I don't really use bows, so I'm not going to. This is probably going to be bad. You get summoned in this area, they probably have a ton of traps set up, so I'm probably going to get owned, but we'll see. I'll try my best. Probably better to play this offline. Oh, jeez. Didn't even stand a chance. Yeah, that's kind of annoying when you get summoned to other worlds. Unless, of course, you actually whoop them, then it's pretty fun. Alright, continuing where we left off, let's go ahead and make our way around the top of the cavern here. And again, we're going to come to a door that has 3 sections. If you use a Pharros Lockstone here, it'll open the bottom section. You don't have to, but it basically just gives you access to a soul, which I like souls because they let me buy things. So, gonna kill that dude. Gonna grab the soul of a brave warrior. That's about all there is in here. It's up to you whether you think that's worth it. Let's go ahead and finish off this guy. This lockstone will make a piece of wall protrude, which can cut off somebody if you were summoned or something, but not really worth it for me, so let's just go ahead and come in here to the bonfire. And let's rest up. This boss fight, and yes, this is a boss fight right there, that fog gate. This is with the Royal... What is this boss? This is the Royal Rat Authority, and it's basically a giant frickin' rat slash dog zombie hybrid. And the boss itself, the big boss, the authority himself, is not super hard. What's annoying about this boss is that there's like 4 of the little rats, and they toxicate you, and you have to kill the 4 of them before you even try fighting the big one, or it's just going to be a big mess. So that being said, if you have any kind of weapon that does low to the ground sweeping attacks, that would be highly recommended. Any kind of area of effect spell that'll blow up a large area so you can kill all 4 rats is highly recommended. I had a heck of a time on my other guy because I just couldn't kill all 4 of them fast enough, because the big boss is upstairs, and as soon as you engage the little ones, he will jump down and just start owning you. So when you walk through here, nothing will happen until you actually engage the little rats, and they do give you a lot of range, so you can be really far away and still target them. The way that I got it to work was I picked off like 3 of them with my lightning spear, and then the last one I just killed with my sword really quick. So let's go ahead and try that. Once the big boss comes down, assuming I'm able to kill all 4 of the little ones, you just want to stay close to him. I don't care if you're a caster or if you're a melee tank. This guy is so fast and so big, if you try to keep distance with him, he'll just come up right on you and just, like, he's so fast for how big he is. You just want to stay kind of underneath him and dodge and roll a little bit. So let's see if I can kill these guys really quick. Alright, that was pretty successful. Watch out for the paw. He likes to slam it on the ground. Just get underneath him and try to hit his legs if you can. He's also weak to lightning, so if you have a lightning weapon like me, it's a big benefit. Sometimes he's hard to hit, but oh, he got me there. And there. It's best to try and stay underneath him. There we go. No, don't damage my equipment. Oof, he almost broke it. Once he gets down to about 20%, he'll puke that yellow crap, and if you stand in it, it'll destroy your equipment. So, luckily, I killed him and was able to roll out. Glad that one's over with. He is not that hard by himself, but those little rats are so annoying. So after you kill him, go ahead and make your way back here to the door. You'll have another chance to join the Rat King Covenant. The Rat King is right here.
Thou returnst.
I have a strong urge to just chop his ugly head right off.
Thou forbear thy way,
But
swearest
he talks like
then we need
such a
consult no
cool
longer.
rat, so I'm gonna let him live a little longer for now. If we drop down here, this will bring us back to the original cave that we were in, just upstairs of it. This guy's guarding a chest. that's pretty much the zone. I mean, it's pretty a short zone. That's why it's worth just going through it. It's kind of fun, other than the you know, being summoned part. So again, we're gonna come up to Gavlan, and he'll let you sell your items. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna need a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna keep that just because I may use it eventually someday, just for fun. I'm gonna sell pretty much all of this stuff. That's a cool weapon too. I don't know. I feel emotionally attached to some of these weapons, even though I know I'm never gonna use them. I'm never gonna have 40 strength. I mean, let's just sell all this stuff, get the souls. As cool as these weapons are, I know I'm never gonna use these. You know, I'll keep the Triangular Trident just because it's kind of a collector's item. Same thing with the Dark Scythe. You know what, I'm never going to use that, just sell it. Santier Spear, I heard, is one of the best weapons in the game, so I'm going to hold on to that just in case I want to use that later. Let's go ahead and sell these. I'm never going to use that shield. Never going to use that shield. That shield looks really cool. Gonna sell that one. I did switch from my Twin Dragon Great Shield to the Silver Eagle Kite Shield just for the weight benefit. This one's just a little bit less physical block, but it has a lot lighter weight, and I can parry with it. So, but I'll hold on to that one just in case I ever want to use it. Let's go ahead and sell all this armor. Once you get done with this area, all you're going to do is continue on to Brightstone Cave Seldora, and I'll show you what that is as soon as I'm done selling all this stuff. Let's just sell all this crap. We don't need it. Might as well take the souls. Just sell it. I don't need that. Sell, sell, sell. It's a good way to make a lot of money and clean up your inventory at the same time. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. I'll keep the whole Royal Swordsman set just because it's cool. That armor is pretty cool. I'll keep it just in case. A lot of these Elan Knight armor that we got. I may end up using these gauntlets later, so I'm just gonna hold on. I'll keep one set of the Elan Knight leggings. Sell this Grave Warden stuff. Don't need the Falconer armor. Don't need the Falconer gloves. Or the boots. Or anything that's like 100 weight to use. You know, it's cool. The Dark Gauntlets I actually like a lot. I'm going to sell these because I'm probably going to end up using the Dark Gauntlets. Possibly the Dark Leggings someday. Alright. The only thing I'm going to sell now is any ring that I already have, plus a ring that's better than it. I haven't done the Flame Salamander area on this character yet. Did it on my other character, so I don't have the Flame Quartz ring +1 on this guy. If you have a +1 version of the ring, you really don't need the base ring, so just go ahead and sell it, because they won't let you stack. Alright. If you want to buy anything off him, he has the Ring of Giants, as always, and some poison stuff. I feel like me selling to Gavlan was probably half of the total episode length, because we went through this zone so fast. Sorry about that, but alright. Let's finish this zone off by heading up here. If you just back up, he'll throw his axe, and it's really short, so... Oh. I always throw another one and waste it. We're almost out of here. No, throw a frickin' lightning bolt, you idiot. Ugh. I hate it when I do that. When you do forward and an attack, it does that instead of throwing. So now I gotta go back to the frickin' bonfire and try to get that lizard again, but... What are you doing? Let's light up. Oh, or not. Now this guy is the last guy we have to deal with until we are done with this zone. And we are done. All we gotta do is go to the next bonfire. And that is easier said than done because there's actually a lot of other enemies up here. The pot over here on the left has an item in it. And here we are. Brightstone Cove, Sedora, with no sunlight. Otherwise it would be a kind of a nice zone. So let's head left immediately. Take out these guys in the tent. This kind of reminds me of Resident Evil 4 as well. The townspeople that are crazy. Let's go ahead and grab all these souls. Love all these souls. I've never used a soul. Let's see how many souls I have. Look at all these. I have a lot of frickin' souls. 12 of those, 9, 5, 17, 11, 12, 5, 8, 2. I'm saving them up towards the end of the game where I can really level up my guy. If we attack the tower, I think there's an item up here. Lacerating Arrow. In the original Dark Souls, I used my bow all the time, and I never used spells. In this one, I use spells, and I never use my bow. Who wants bacon? Let's just grab the last few items in this area before we hit the campfire. Or the bonfire, rather. There's a chest in there. Alright. Bonfire's in here. Let's go ahead and light up and rest. I want to see if I can get that chest. If I could climb up that tower that I destroyed. Is that what you gotta do? Oh, it's too late already. Jeez. What is this gang race going on? Getting a little sloppy. Wow, my guy just completely missed. Can you backstab a pig? Let's find out. Nope. It's driving me crazy how we get that chest. Maybe I can jump? I feel horrible if there was actually a ladder we could climb this tower with, but I don't know. You'd think if that was the case, it would have respawned. Alright, well, anyways, that'll be it for this episode. Next episode, we'll continue on the zone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for liking. Thanks. See you guys. And happy Mother's Day. I'm recording this on Mother's Day. If any of you are mothers, feel free to let me know in the comments. I will definitely appreciate that, and hope you guys have a good Mother's Day, and I will see you next episode.